it's kind of a part 2 to a part 1 reaction I did. It's on Spider-Man No Way Home. You don't have to really understand the first part to understand the second part, but if you haven't watched part 1, go watch part 1!
Drop it.
So like I said before at the beginning of this video, this is a part 2 reaction to a Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, the original video, which I will have linked in the description up here. And like I said before, like I say all the time, if you guys are liking what you're seeing, might be a good idea to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment on the video, what you want to see next, comment on what I can do better. Be sure to do all those things. Without further ado, we're going to get right into this slideshow. Alright. Okay, here's some movie photos. This is the coming soon poster. And as this is a pardon me, cough here. This is my IG story when I was posting up how excited I was, and this mind you, this picture I'm showing you is a when after I'd seen the movie, after the fact. We're gonna jump a little further into this PowerPoint slideshow. Just give me a second here. Okay. So the summary of the movie, the basics of the movie, we have director is John Watts, produced by Kevin Feige and Amy Pascal. I should have wrote the L there, but you know, whatever now. Box office sales, we have $1,300,000,000 USD. Release date was on December 17th, 2021, as you saw is evident in this photo here. Well, not completely evident because it only says coming soon. So the summary of this movie is Spider-Man's identity gets revealed to everyone. And as usual, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man has to fix it. But along the ride, he encounters a multi-dimensional problem in being that he unleashes heroes and villains from different dimensions to his own dimension. And pretty much, mind you, that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are in this. Look, despite Andrew Garfield having some setbacks, even though he seemed very dedicated and very passionate to play Spider-Man back in 2012, and it just didn't turn out the way he wanted it to. And I gotta say, I'm very glad that things panned out in this movie for Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, mind you, and Tom Holland, all in the best way. I mean, what I mean by that is, I guess they just worked really well together, and they had like good chemistry and shit like that. So let's move on to our next slide. So just clear this up. I think that in 2012, I think Andrew Garfield, I mean, not saying he did a bad job. What I'm saying is, I mean, the storyline was kind of the same as every other Spider-Man movie and everyone else making Marvel movies out there. And I feel like whatever the past had for Andrew Garfield, if this movie, Spider-Man No Way Home, proved nothing else, it's that Andrew Garfield definitely got his shot at redemption. Okay, so moving on here, we are moving down to slide 4, analysis of the movie. One scene I would like to touch on and analyze. Aunt May passes away. This was the scene that resonated most with me. I've seen many Disney Marvel movies throughout my lifetime. I grew up with Playhouse Disney, and what scene that has the most impact on me was when Aunt May dies due to a stabbing wound from Green Goblin. And Spider-Man, Tom Holland, Spider-Man, wants revenge. But, however, the Tobey Maguire, with all the years' experience and wisdom that he has, relates to Tom Holland and tells him, look, man, the same shit happened to my Uncle Ben. I tried what you tried before, and truthfully, it really made nothing better. Alright, part 2 analysis part 2. How compelling or good was No Way Home? Hit the Baymax picture there. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your pain? Analysis part 2. Anyway, but I digress. One more serious note here, guys. How compelling or good was No Way Home? On a scale of 1 to 5, straight up 5. The reason I say 5 is because of, despite it having a runtime of just over 2 hours, 2 hours and 28 minutes to be exact, it keeps you going and asking, what's going to happen next the entire time? And I feel with like how long movies are becoming nowadays, like the longest movie, as far as I know, came out when I was in like the 2nd grade. It was, I think, Avatar, I believe. That had around like a 3-hour or 4-hour runtime. I mean, I kind of find you guys are gonna probably hate me for this. You guys are gonna spam me in the comments below, but I really didn't like Avatar. I think it was kind of weird and it was kind of boring. But I digress. I'm not trying to digress anymore. I think despite it having a runtime of 2 hours and 28 minutes, it keeps you going the entire time. And I think with how long movies are becoming these days. Like, eventually, I think I heard, like, the world record for a movie was supposedly, like, 48 hours long. I mean, I don't know if this is true or not, but that's just what I've heard. When you have a movie, you need to have things always happening and keep the audience on their feet the entire time. Next slide. Brief significance. I compare this film to back in 2018-19 when Avengers Infinity War and Endgame were being released, and I remember then, I was in a high school back then, I talked to everyone and they were saying, this is what Marvel fans have been waiting for over 10 years. Now that I look back on that, I feel that No Way Home is hands down better than a long shot. It's way better than Endgame and Infinity War. Although they were a shit ton of memes, I gotta admit. They were created centered around those movies, especially Infinity War. Examples.
I don't feel so good.
Bring me Thanos! And Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. And I also liked how they brought TikTok in the movie, which is super popular these days. I couldn't find an image of TikTok other than the one I have up here now. But let's move on, shall we? Would I recommend this? Sorry, Mom. Son, who taught you to be violent? Me, Thanos. Mom. Bring me Thanos! Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what to do. Please, I don't wanna go. I'm sorry. No! Okay, on a more serious note here, guys. Would I recommend this? The short answer, yes. The longer answer, hold on. You guys can't really see that. I'm trying to put it so you guys can see it. Okay. The short answer is yes. The long answer, I say if you like Marvel or you grew up with that kind of stuff, superhero genre of movie, this is 100% for you. Although I'm pretty sure, granted, that 100% of people who are into it have seen it at least once. Hell, there's probably some population out there that saw it and they went and saw it a second time 2 days in a row. Alright guys, that is the end of the presentation. If you like this video, please subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you can be part of my notification squad out there. And see you in the next video.